Top traders, welcome to the channel. My name is Denny Trades, a Kenyan day trader. I've been learning how to trade for the last 5 years, and today we are going to be doing an ICT top-down analysis on GBPUSD. Welcome to the channel. So this is GBPUSD, and we are starting off on the monthly time frame. So these are the major points that we'll be discussing today while doing the top-down analysis. But before that, I want to remind you first of the basic that price is doing either of these three things. First is it's either trading up or it's trending lower or it's moving sideways. Okay, price is doing either of these three things. It's either trending up, trending lower, or moving sideways. Okay, when it's trending higher, it's making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, which means this high is higher than this high, which makes it a higher high. Okay, it's a high that is higher than this high, which makes it a higher high. So price is making higher highs when it's trending higher, and when it's trending higher, we say that price is bullish. Okay, and when it's bullish, it's also making higher lows, meaning this low is higher than this low, which makes it a higher low. It's a high that is it's a low that is high than this low. This is a low, this is a low, okay? But this low is higher than this low, which makes it a higher low. This high is higher than this high, okay? Which makes it a higher high. So when price is bullish, it's making higher highs and higher lows. So let's go to when price is trending lower. When price is trending lower, it's making lower lows and lower highs, which means this low is lower than this low, which makes it a lower low. And this high is lower than this high, which makes this a lower high. It's a high that is lower than this high, which makes it a lower high. Also, this is a lower high because it's lower than this, but it's lower than this high right here. But when price is consolidating or moving sideways, it's neither trending or trending higher or trending low. So that's all that price is doing. It's either trending up, trending low, or consolidating. So that's all you need to understand for now. But when you are doing our top-down analysis, we need major key levels to understand where price is currently at, why it's there, and where it's going. Okay, so to start off, we are going to start by marking our major key levels, and our major key levels will be swing highs and swing lows. Okay, and our first key level will be the previous year's highs and lows. Okay, we are going step by step here. So we are going to take this horizontal line and mark our previous year, which was 2025 low. I've marked that level. Maybe we can bold it. That is 2025 low there, and we also have the 2025 high there. This is the previous. Let's mark this. This is the previous year's high, and this is the previous year's low. We don't need all those other previous year's highs and lows. We just need the previous year. So this will go there. So we have the major key levels, which is the previous year's high and then the previous year's low. So when price is inside the previous year's high and year's low, it's going to do one thing. It's either going to first go for the previous year's high or go for the previous year's low. Okay, but we see when January started, it started by going above the previous year's high, then closing inside the range, which means a potential reversal. Another thing we are going to learn is price reverses around these key levels. Okay, the previous year's high, the previous month's highs and lows, the previous day's highs and lows. You are going to see that. Okay, so the next key level we are going to mark on the chart is the previous month's highs and lows. So if you are trading on this red candle this month here, we will have marked the high and low of this month's candle range. Okay, same with this one here. Okay, if you are trading this candle, you will have marked the high and low of this candle. Okay, but since we are trading this candle inside this candle, which is July price action, we are going to mark the previous month's high, which is June high and low. Okay, so this is another key level, another key level. So when price is trading inside the previous month's candle range, it's either going to trade above or below. Okay, that is called bias. Okay, bias. When you have the yearly high and low, and we anticipate the price is going to first trade above the previous yearly high when January opens, then we say that anticipating that price will go to the previous year's high, that is defined as bias. Okay, when we are trading, when this month open and we anticipate that it's either going to trade above or below the previous month's low, that is bias. Okay, and since we have marked the previous month's high and low, we are going to then mark the previous weeks, which I had not added here, which I will add. Number 3, probably previous weeks high and low. That will be our next key level. Okay, so these are the key levels that we are going to be marking this week when doing our top-down analysis. So the next key level is the previous week high and low. So we are going to go on the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame, we are going to mark the previous week's high and the previous week's low. So you will note that price is doing either of these two things. It's either trading below or above the previous week's high. But if it traded above the previous week's high, there was also a likelihood that it was going to reverse. But at this point, you see it traded above a previous month's high, which was a potential reversal level. So that's a key level, monthly key level. And then we have a weekly key levels, which is the previous week's high, previous week's low. Okay, when the weekly open, it's either going to do two things. It's either going to trade above the previous week's high, or it's going to trade below previous week's low. And if our bias is bearish, it means we are anticipating that price is going to trade below previous week's low. Okay, but now to be able to anticipate whether this will be a bearish week, we must go and draw the key levels on the daily chart.